Buzzing with Miss B.
Hello, my name is Chrissy Beltran and I'm from Buzzing with Miss B. And today I am going to share with you a narrative writing intervention strategy that you can use with students who are stuck. This is for students who have an idea, but they don't know what to do next to get started. So this can be found in my narrative writing intervention strategy ring. It is 72 lessons that will help you get kids moving when they get stuck in writing. It's part of my narrative writing intervention toolkit, which comes with a teacher's guide to intervention and the intervention strategy ring. So totally check it out at my TPC store, Chrissy Beltran, Buzzing with Miss B. For now, this is lesson number 13, planning sticky note sequencing. I am going to share with you what to do when you have a student that has a lot of ideas for writing but is struggling to get anything in an order that makes sense. So they're just kind of rambling and talking about all the different things that happen, but they cannot get focused and organized. So the first thing you want to do is ask the student to tell you all about the events that they plan to write about. You don't want to include too much detail here, you just want the main events. And then you're going to record each of these events on one sticky note. So every event is going to go on a separate sticky. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to share with you a story about my trip to the Schlitterbahn water park. And Schlitterbahn is a really big water park. There's a few of them in Texas, and they're so much fun because there's so many interesting things to do. So it could be really overwhelming to try to write about Schlitterbahn because I would have so much to say and I wouldn't know how to focus. So I'm going to think about all the things that happened during my trip to Schlitterbahn, and I'm going to write each event on one Post-it. So here we go. One of the attractions at Schlitterbahn is the lazy river, where you float all down the river in a little tube. That's one of the attractions. Another one that I really enjoyed were called crazy straws. And so you get up at the top and then it's like a really curvy, twisty slide. And then you slide down and you can have races because if two of you go up at the same time, you can see who comes out the bottom first. So those are the crazy straws. A more laid back feature of Schlitterbahn is a wave pool. So you can just kind of hang out at the wave pool and let the waves rock you back and forth, which is really very nice. Whenever we went to Schlitterbahn, my brother had forgotten to bring his swimsuit, so I had to buy John a swimsuit. Another thing that happened there at Schlitterbahn was we got to have a picnic lunch. They have some tables with trees, and so there's our picnic lunch. My mom always brought sandwiches and burritos instead of having us buy anything, which would have been really cool, but we never got to buy fast food whenever we were out on vacation, so we always had to eat our sandwiches. So now I have all these different ideas of things that happened, and I need to figure out what order I'm going to put them in. So I'm thinking of a logical order. Well, I'm probably not going to start my piece with a picnic lunch because that wouldn't be a very interesting way to start my piece. I think, because I want the beginning to be really exciting, I'm going to start with the crazy straws. So let's start with the crazy straws, and that will be my first event, okay? From there, I don't even think I'm going to talk about buying John a swimsuit because I don't know that my reader is really going to be interested in that. I can't find an interesting way to make that work, so I'm just going to set that aside. After the crazy straws, let's go hang out a little bit at the wave pool. From the wave pool, we can have our picnic lunch. And then we can close out the day with the lazy river because I think that might be a nice, peaceful way to end my piece. So now I have 4 events in order that I can use to tell the story of my day at Schlitterbahn Water Park. Once you've modeled this, you can have your students try it out and you do the writing and you help them sequence by having a conversation about it. It's really non-threatening, it's not stressful, and it's a great way to get students thinking about the sequence that their event should go in their piece. So that again is lesson number 13 from my writing intervention toolkit for narrative writing. That is 72 intervention strategy lessons on a ring. You supply the ring, I supply the lessons, and the teacher's guide to writing intervention. You can get that at my TPT store, Chrissy Beltran, Buzzing with Miss B, and you can follow me at any social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, at Buzzing with Miss B as well. Happy teaching.